Good morning, virtual training team.
Morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful April day.
Beautiful day.
These are the kind of days you want to put in a bottle.
Yep.
And sell it and pack it. If we could sell it, we'd be bazillionaires.
Yeah.
Like this.
It's gorgeous out.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're going to continue our series of lower body mobility. At least I want you guys doing this at least once a week, and it's what we did last Thursday, and then upper body strength. So this is great for sharing. If you can't do any of the mobility exercises, you can substitute with one of your physical therapy exercises. But when we're doing this, obviously you can see if you were here on Thursday, it takes some time. So we got to start. So our typical warm-up doesn't happen. We start into these stretches. So we start with our mobility, lower body mobility, making sure we're very purposeful with these stretches, which is going to take your stretch and your mobility to the next level, your flexibility and your mobility to the next level. So what I mean by being purposeful is the difference between like just stretching on your own is that what we want to do is we want to flex the antagonistic muscle. So for instance, if I want to strength, a lot of these are hamstring stretches because this is where majority of the tightness happens, is when I want to stretch my hamstring, what I need to do is flex the opposite muscle, which would be my quadriceps. So if you want to take your stretch to the next level, is you have to flex. So I want to flex this as I stretch this. And as you flex, what it's going to do is going to help relax actually that. So it's a weird feeling though in your mind because you're trying to relax one muscle and flex another one. So what I've had discovered is that these are weird feelings. The more you do, the better you get at it and the more you use it. Because I'm kind of asking you to flex and then I'm also asking you to relax. So again, this helps with also muscle coordination, understanding your muscles, and mind muscle, trying to work our muscles with our minds, and it just helps you with more control. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get started. And now a lot of these aren't timer. These are 1 minute stretches. They're going to be 3 sets. We're going to start with our lower leg and then work our way up to our hips, okay? So we're going to start with the lower leg. Now, you can use a dumbbell. We're going to just use one of these yoga blocks. And what we want to do is elevate the ball of our feet. We want to elevate the ball of the feet. So the opposite muscle to this calf, your calf and Achilles tendon, the gastroc and the soleus is your tibialis, anti-tibialis. So at the same time, I want to make sure my leg's nice and straight and my quadriceps flex. I'm also trying to contract here by pulling my feet in. So I'm pulling my foot towards my shin. Now, if you do all that at the same time and then also try to relax, you're going to get a nice deeper stretch. And we're going to go for 60 seconds. All right, so elevate the ball of your foot and try to also flex. And at the same time, we're going to hold. I'm going to get my trusty timer out because we want to make sure that we're going to go for a whole 60 seconds here. Ready? Go. So we're going to go for a whole minute. And don't let your foot either tilt too. So what my foot wanted to do there is it wanted to tilt to the right side. So I also want to make sure that I'm on the pad of my foot. And if anything, go more big toe. So, you have the pad where your metatarsals are connected. All right? That's the ball of your foot. It's not the toes themselves. It's the pad. Just like you have the pad right here for your hand, you have the pad of the foot. That's called the ball of the foot. So make sure that it's not uneven, meaning you're tilting, because I noticed that I wanted to do that. Try to keep it even, but if anything, go off more of the big toe than that, because that's the bulk of the pad. And we're already at 45 seconds. It should be a deep, 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 deep stretch. Good, we got 10 seconds left. And again, I'm trying to pull my foot towards my shin at the same time, keeping that leg nice and straight. Good, all right, that's 60 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and switch. Elevating. Now, if you guys have dumbbells, but if you don't have if you're not using dumbbells, you could use a rock or a slant board or anything like that. We're just we're just using a yoga block. All right, ready? Next foot. And keep that knee nice and straight. So also flexing the quad. A lot of times you might feel sore in your quadriceps when you're doing these stretches just because you're flexing the antagonistic muscle. I'm trying to bring that in and really, really, really be purposeful with the stretch. It'll take it to the next level. Ooh, I feel it. You? Yeah. If you're not feeling it, then you're not going far enough. Keeping the leg nice and straight. Or you're allowing the knee to bend, just trying to show you my knee joint At the same time, when I try to really flex my toe towards my shin, whoo, takes it to the next level. Good. And again, we want at least 1 minute. We're going to do 1 minute on each leg, and we're going to go back to back for 3 sets. So if we're doing it right, it takes time. And these are really great if you suffer from knee problems, whether you run a lot, overuse. This will help prevent that, reduce your knee pain, and it's going to keep Sharon nice and healthy as well, just by doing these stretches. All right. Ooh. And we're going from there. This is set number 2. Can you think of any questions?
No.
See, I feel like my foot right now wants to turn this way.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, and it seems like for me, you know, you say flex your toe back. As I'm flex, I can't do it for too long. It hurts.
Yeah.
So it's like I flex and I try to flex for as long as I can, and then I relax. I cut myself some slack, and then I flex again, still maintaining the body posture that you're speaking of, but the whole mental capacity of, okay, now you're in the body position, flex your foot, and I'm like, wow, that's burning. So I'm like on and off with that, flexing my toe back, relaxing a little bit, flexing my toe back.
Yeah. No, I agree. The other thing is that I'll notice my knee will want to bend. Like just now, I was just listening to you. I lost concentration, and I flexed my quad real quick and noticed my knee was bending a little bit, very slightly. That's what I'm saying. If you want to take your flexibility to the next level, you have to be purposeful with it. You know, oftentimes, you know, I used to just think that, oh, stretching is you just relaxing. Stretching to the next level, flexibility, mobility, is way harder than you would think so. I think it's harder than a lot of my workouts. Good, not flexing that. Just so much to think about. It's like, relax this, flex this, and then you got one side of the body that's hurting, like you were saying. You know, my quadriceps right now, I'm feeling them, and they're straining, and then I'm also feeling my anterior tibialis, right, that's flexing. So I got to burn, and at the same time, I'm supposed to feel and relax back here. It's like, how do you do it? It's a lot of like mind-body control. But again, as I said last time we did this, Melissa agreed with me, a lot of you guys agreed with me, is I'm not a stretch person. But going through physical therapy, obviously the last year, I have done a ton of physical therapy, all right, with shoulders and knees. But I mean, that changed perspective on everything, because if I can't move, if my joints aren't in good mechanical position, then I'm just going to set myself up for another injury, or I'm just going to live in pain. And I do not take Advil, you know, very rarely. So I'm not somebody who just, and I do know people, we're switching legs, that is just happy with having Advil and Aleve all day long. Well, I want to fix the problem, and me taking a drug is not fixing the problem to me. So,
you know, I have to be completely honest. I did this workout with you guys last Thursday. I was in the gym while he was here doing this, and I was getting frustrated because I wasn't moving. It wasn't like the boot camp class or the virtual training class that I thought that I was going to get more of an intense, fast-paced. This was slow, so it was hard for me to accept. And but I did it, and you do it because you kind of keep the end in mind, right? It, like you said, you know, it's going to help you perform better. Your next run is going to be much better off because of this, or the next whatever physical activity that you're doing will be better because of this. And so if you think about it with the end in mind, I kept reminding myself, I knew I had a heavy lift day the next day, and so I knew that it was good for me knowing that I could potentially perform better that Friday. And in fact, when I did show up to the gym to do my heavy lift on Friday, I did perform significantly better. I was much more limber and loose from these deep stretches Thursday. So I was frustrated at first, just being honest, and then
no, it takes patience. I mean, this is patience, and I agree with you. is different. That's why I, obviously with the, I'm a hyperactive ADD kind of guy, so to ask me to stretch for 30 minutes, I mean, it's borderline impossible. And that's a great thing. It's just not in my personality. It's not in my being. So you have to understand how important I know it is for me to do this. It's obviously that important.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, it's not comfortable.
It's not.
It's not the same muscle pump.
Like I still feel this leg right now from stretching so hard.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a little bit of an ache. Like,
yeah.
Do you build like lactic acid as you would like right now in that the muscle that's flexing? Are you building lactic acid?
Yeah.
So it's the concept's the same, but the way you're going about getting that lactic acid buildup is different.
Yeah, it's like they tell you to relax, but all right. Woo. Okay, doesn't get easy. I think this one's the hardest one here because you kind of got two folds going on. So now we're going to get into a hamstring, and we're going to get on each. We're going to do each individual hamstring, and so we still have to stay elevated. That's the crazy thing. We still have to stay locked in the quadriceps, flexed. All right, and then we have to still concentrate on bringing the toe to the knee, but now we have to get to the hamstring. So now we have to go, and now I got to reach down to my toe as it's elevated, lock. And what that's going to do with this is locked here, you have a muscle behind your knee that's going to stretch that. That's typically what prevents a lot of the hamstring from loosening up. So we got to stretch that with this lock, and we're going to be here and elevated. Woo! And then if you can't, look, if this is you, that's fine. Listen, I wasn't always here, so it took me a while, but that's how I also know that this works, all right? I was like right here, okay? But now I'm down to my toe, and this one hurts the most for me. We're gonna go 60 seconds, and go.
That left leg is locked out. The stretch leg is locked out. Oh,
you're
my
flexing.
goodness.
You're flexing the what's your name? Woo! I feel this all the way down my hip. Up my hip, I should say. I'm even shaking.
Mine feels like something's gonna break.
Yeah.
Or snap.
That's about right.
But I know it's not. So it's a little fear of the unknown. And the first time through, by the time you hit your second round and your third round, you'll get deeper and deeper.
Whew. 10 seconds left. What's hard is trying to keep it flexed. And relax. Woo! I think this one's the hardest one. Wow, I feel a difference though. All right, next one. Here, on my foot, keep this flexed. Ideally, I want to be able to put my hands, look at that. I think this is good right now. But ideally, I want my palms down.
I'm not going till you start the timer because I can't.
Ready?
I don't want to be down there
Go.
one extra second. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
This one feels a little tighter.
I can feel in my back, my lower back.
Breathe. Whew. Try to relax. I don't even like saying it because I'm like, how do you relax? And also being in these positions, a minute seems like forever. And relax. Wow. Woo! Okay, one down. 2 to go. Set. Go. This one does not feel as tight. Again, you feel sometimes see, I can tell by my knee, whether my knee, if your knee's up, that means your quadriceps flex. Mine's wanting to keep going up and down. It's kind of almost fluttering. But this is way better than last Thursday. Wow. So that's why I said being purposeful with your stretches, this is working. And oftentimes the reason why I would not stretch is because I didn't see the results. And obviously I wasn't stretching correctly.
I think it's also good for me. See how my head is up? When I drop my head and let my upper body half sort of just hang,
Yep.
and let gravity do its job, I know that I don't have to think about this. It's just one smooth motion, and I can just stop. I can focus on keeping my knee straight, because that's what I think I'm struggling with, my knee.
Yeah.
Because it keeps popping out.
Switch legs.
But if I drop my neck, like my head down, and sort of let when you say relax, I'm relaxing my neck muscles, my arms, my upper body to just sort of collapse and fold. And my focus is on this leg, particularly keeping the knee locked.
Whew. The left is a lot, I want to say tighter than my right. Okay, last one, you guys. Again, this is my worst one. This one hurts the most for me. But look how much further I'm down now. Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't touching that block before. Woo.
Oh, jeez.
Almost there, guys. Keep flex. All right, loosen. Woo. Yeah, I feel this more than strength. All right, last foot, you guys. Stretch.
Ooh, I have a cramp in my abs. It's like a Charlie horse.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Whew. Now again, you guys, this phase that we're on now is a lot harder. It's like learning. It's just starting to learn to play the piano. Once you maintain the flexibility, then all you got to do is that twice a week, and it's not as uncomfortable. That's how you maintain it. All right. But right now we're in trying to get more mobile stage, and so we're at the very beginning. Then when you're putting your chest down on the ground, you're good to go. All right, then you do that. Okay, I'm going to switch you guys over to shade because I know the sun might make this bone overheat. So I'm just going to move you guys over here. We're going to be getting down on the ground now. these stretches typically are a lot better. So I'm gonna get you guys in the shade a little bit here. Good. Yeah, but it already says this device is too hot. All right, we're gonna get you here. All right, go ahead and head down. We're gonna be on the ground now, you guys, before heading.
And I'm gonna scoot the bottom of the hole to the door, or to the wall.
Well, so the first one we're gonna do hip. So now you see we're kind of working our way up. We're gonna get hip, and then so we're gonna cross over just like that. Okay, good. All right, you guys are in the shade now. Should be better. Morning, Nancy. Okay. So yeah, you want to get it started. And so what we're doing in this position, we're here, we're just letting gravity. So as the closer your butt is, and then we just let gravity set it down. Now the other thing, how I told you about the antagonist muscle, we're letting gravity pull us down. So the closer your butt is, the deeper the stretch. And then at the same time, we're trying to flex this glute and kind of get things that way as we're stretching it.
Can we use our hands to manipulate it? No.
Just try to relax it. And this is outer glute stretch. Try to get as close as I can. So I'm going to be here. I want to make sure that my foot, so you want this part of your foot right at the bottom of the knee. And then I'm trying to relax. At the same time, I'm trying to push this down and kind of flex my glute. And we're going to go 60 seconds.
Should our scapula right, be touching
ideally
the ground?
You want to. This is why, with this one, I do feel like I can relax in this position. Out of all the stretches, I feel like the ones on my back here, I can relax a little bit. So what I'm trying to do here, at the same time, I'm trying to kind of like contract my antagonistic muscle. I'm trying to just let let gravity kind of let my butt just sink. So really just kind of relax into it. Don't force it. But yeah, ideally you want to try to get your back down onto the ground. We're kind of letting gravity do that for us. You see what I'm saying?
It's not your scapula. What's that called? It's.
What are you talking about?
These are your hips, and then where your tailbone is.
Coccyx?
No. What's the coccyx attached to? What's the
pubis?
No, that's the front, the back side.
The coccyx is like this.
Right.
Right, and then.
Right, that. Yes. What's that?
That's the iliac crest.
Okay, then that's it. I had fallen once, and they had to take X-rays of that bone, but I thought it was a different name. It began with the letter S. I can't remember.
Xiphoid or something?
No.
There is a bone like that across. So it's like this. Sacrum.
Sacrum.
Yeah. No, you're right. Sacrum, iliac. So the sacrum is the bottom portion of the iliac.
Then that's exactly it.
You're right.
They took an X-ray of the sacrum.
Yeah, you're right. All right, good switch. Oh my goodness, that's hard to get out of. Okay, and start. Again, just trying to relax. Should probably have some music playing in the background or something.
Yeah, on days where it's longer stretches, and
I'll think about how to do that.
Just instrumental.
Just breathing.
Got the birds chirping or singing their song.
That's true. You got nature. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Switch. And if you're not feeling the stretch, move closer to the wall. This side feels a lot looser.
This one's starting to hurt. Good hurt.
Switch. You don't break. Make sure that your foot is on your leg and that you're not bringing it too far over.
I don't know if this is right or not. You can correct me. But I feel like I find a good spot that's challenging, right? That's not super easy. Then I push myself up and I bring my foot in the right position. And as I descend, I can feel the stretch.
No, it's good.
And as I continue to feel the stretch through the course of the minute, I can find myself getting my bottom getting lower and lower to the ground.
That's what you want.
But it's like a slow
Yep, that means the muscle.
move. Yeah, yes, I can feel the muscle stretching to, I mean, comfortably. But I discovered that last week as we were doing these. I thought I was struggling a little bit, but that helped me a lot. So maybe that setup for this stretch would help you too.
10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Last set. Ah. Good. And switch last time. I feel all my hip on this now at this point. My lower back, everything.
And so we're also, just to confirm, trying to take our knee and push it away from us.
Yeah. I can feel cracks going on.
This definitely feels good.
Yeah, I'd say out of all the stretches, this one feels the best.
Oh yeah.
Like from a relaxing standpoint.
I agree.
You hear that? Snapping. Okay, you guys, moving on to the next one. All right, this one we're going to get inside the groin. We want to get your butt all the way to the wall on this. So we want to get our butt all the way to the wall. You want to start there. And then based on your groin flexibility, inside hamstring, groin, then that's how far you'll go out with your legs. So I'm going to get all the way up, and then again we got to flex the quadriceps. So I'm flexing my quadriceps, and then what we're doing is the same thing, is we're just letting gravity kind of do the work here and go as low as you can. You don't want to pull on there. Woo! Flex the quads.
Is anybody sore from Tuesday's ball squeeze? I mean, my inner thighs have been they were sore by like noon. And so I knew it was just going to get harder, so this will be good for me.
What's hard for this is keeping my legs flexed, my quads.
Am I blocking you?
No, I think I'm okay. I might shift in.
Oh.
Good. All right. Let me shift a little bit.
If I can hold your foot in place.
Well, it's hit my calf. So, oh my goodness. All right. That's the one. Woo! All right. You know what I get is right in here too. All right. Let's go. Okay. One more minute, guys. Trying to go out as far as I can. All right, ready? Go.
This one is hard to relax and flex at the same time.
Yeah.
Like my body's not responding. Well, it is, but it's confused.
And done. Great. All right, you guys got one more stretch. Oh my goodness. Oh, my hip is like, what? All right, so now we just turn, and it's gonna get inside hamstring. This is actually called a pancake stretch. So you're gonna go out as far as you can. Again, this has to be nice and locked, and you're gonna come forward. Now, if you have trouble with this, you can't relax in this position because you can't go down. So ideally, they call this pancake movement. Let me get my chest down to here. So we want to put this out as nice and wide as we can. We're going to stay flexed here, and we're going to come down. This has gotten a lot better for me, so I can tell that this stuff is working. And it's only been a couple. This is only week 2. So I'm going to be here again, flexed, and then here, and and go. this inside hamstring. My legs want to bend on this one. Good. Ooh. Relax. Try to challenge yourself. It's funny, like this leg wants to bend. This leg seems fine. All right, reset and go. Again, trying to relax.
Well, when I was in the gym last Thursday, when I was doing this, I had something in front of me, like a rope, and I was pulling on it, so I was able to pull myself down. Is that okay?
Yeah,
or should it be natural?
Then after that, relax.
I mean,
that's a different. So that's a different kind of stretch. That's what they. That stretch is called different. It's called active release stretch. So when you're using weighted stuff, that's a different kind of stretch. There's different stretch techniques, you know what I'm saying? This is the one where it's flexing the antagonistic. I can't remember the name of the one you're talking about, but yes. Last one, guys. See, now I'm able to get my elbows down.
Is this set 3?
Yep. This is it.
See, I can get there, but I can't stay there for long. What's up with that?
Just let gravity kind of do its work.
See, if I push myself, I can get my elbows down, but I can't stay there long.
And this leg keeps wanting to bend. I feel this outside. And release. All right, now we're getting into our upper body. Now, you guys, if you're with me on last Thursday, remember the upper body is, we're trying to strengthen in deeper ranges of motion. So if you're using a dumbbell, you want to be on the bench. If you're going to be doing the push-up or the version without the rings, then you want to make sure that there's space. So you want to elevate your hands so that there's space in between there, so that your elbows can get all the way back. All right, here we go. Oh. Woo! Great job. All right, so we got ring rows. Oh, you need a band too. We got full range ring push-up, and then we got band pull apart. So we're gonna move the camera. Woo! Hard to stand up now. We'll go over to our rings. Let's see who we got. Nancy. Legs have been sore. Yes, she said yes, legs have been sore. All right, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. So with this, they're hard. You could superset these, but the pain of bringing the rings down and up would be a pain. So what's great is having a partner. You automatically get a rest set. So I go, then she goes. I go, she goes. These are 3 sets. We're going to go back to back. We're going to start with the ring rows. Now, what I have noticed is that I've been pushing myself a little hard on this. So what I would suggest on the ring rows or the push-ups is, make sure you get full range of motion, so you want to get that through. So move back to get the full range of motion all the way. All the way. So you want all this motion. So if you're doing a row, make sure that elbow's coming all the way back. If you're not stopping short, that when you're on a row, your arm's coming all the way back. Or if you're doing two dumbbells, make sure they're coming all the way back. You want all the way back. That's the whole point of that. All right? So I'm going to start I'm gonna go lesser, so less body weight. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you go all the way down, just make sure you get full range. You get that all the way back. Woo, my legs, I'm walking funny.
All right, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You can probably go lower.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. So that's the great thing about partners too, is that you go back to
Oh,
back.
here's a new one. Just went in there. We have carpenter bees.
Yeah, tell us if you have any secrets about how to get rid of carpenter bees. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So also make sure you're going all the way out too. All the way out, all the way in.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. I feel like you can get a little bit more range of motion.
Squeeze at the top.
Yeah. A little more range of motion. All right, last set, back to back. Woo! I'm feeling it. Here. And 1. See? All the way. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Whew.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. How's that feel?
Great.
So again, these strength exercises are range of motion too. Great for shoulder rehab. I'm going to switch you guys over to this side. So we have to move the rings now. If you're using rings, if you're not using rings, you can use a dumbbell, bench, press. Just make sure that your elbows are going back all the way. If you're using the rings, we're going to bring the rings down to your knees. So you want them down towards your knees. You take them and you get them down towards your knees. So knee level. Knee level. Good. And then again, this is I was really pushing these when I'm down here. My whole body comes unit all the way down. I'm gonna come forward, make sure I come all the way back. Now the one thing I want you to do differently though is when we work on some elbow strength, you're gonna turn in when you come up.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna face you guys. I'm gonna get a good 10 all the way. See, I want all that stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really feel this in that left shoulder. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job.
Now go as low as you want.
Gotta get 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good.
5.
That's it.
6, 7.
Nice.
8, 9, 10.
I like starting with the stretches, finishing with the strength. You know? All right. I'm gonna move a little bit closer, get full range of motion, trying to get pain-free free range of motion. My left really feels this range, so stretch. 1, 2. I did this on Tuesday and I pushed it a little bit hard. 3. My shoulder was angry at me. 4. So all you do, you guys, you don't have to avoid it. You just gotta just lessen it, still getting that range of motion. 6. This is a big difference. Feel a nice stretch. 7. 8. 9. And 10. How's the range of motion?
Yeah, looks great.
Okay.
Nice deep.
Mother's Day's coming up.
Sure is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Good.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent. All right, last set, guys. Last set, best set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Great job. Awesome. All right, you guys, now we just got band pulls. So we're going to do this one together. All right, we got 20. We'll go back to back. 20 band pulls. 3 sets of 20. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. First set feels pretty good. Second and third set, you start to feel it. All right, let's get it. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Wow. doozy.
Got one more, you guys. One more.
This.
Huh?
We got this.
Yep.
One more.
All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Oh my goodness.
20.
That is burning.
Great job, you guys.
Wow.
Awesome work today, you guys. High fives.
job.
Great job, Nancy. She's the only one I saw online. And we'll see you on Tuesday.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Enjoy the nice weather. Have a great weekend. Way to do something. Okay.
Is this Saturday?